Hey, Sienna, today was Kimmy's university graduation ceremony, wasn't it?
Yes, it should be over by now, I think. She mentioned she'd be going out for a karaoke party with her friends to celebrate, so she'll be back late.
I see. You're staying home, right?
Well, for now, yes, I'm at home.
Anyway, I'll be coming home early today. There's something important I need to talk to you about, so make sure you're there.
What is this all about?
I'll explain it in person when I get there. I also have something to give you.
All right, I understand.
Mom, sorry for the late update. The graduation ceremony went smoothly, and I just arrived at a karaoke place with my university friends.
Good job, Kimmy. What time do you think you'll be back?
Let's see. We booked the karaoke for a 2-hour session, but we might extend it, so I'd say it'll definitely be after 9 p.m.
Do you need me to pick you up? Are you sure you know the way back?
No worries. A friend who knows our situation is heading in the same direction, so we decided to share a taxi. As long as I give the driver the address, it'll be fine. Besides, you're busy tonight, aren't you? I can handle myself, so don't worry about me and focus on your stuff.
All right, I got it, thanks.
By the way, how's everything going on your end?
Well, you know, your dad called and said he has something to discuss when he gets back. I mean, I have a good idea of what it's about, but it's just such a hassle.
Oh, yeah, I get that. But hey, maybe it's a good thing. Saves you the trouble in a way, right?
True. I'll try to look at it positively. Anyway, take care on your way home.
Will do.
Sienna? Don't you dare let your anger get the best of you and tear up that document I just gave you.
The divorce papers, you mean? The ones with your name already neatly filled in? So what's the deal? You come home, shove the divorce papers at me, and walk right back out without saying a word. Weren't you going to explain this to me in person?
I decided to convey it through a message instead. Here it is, I'm saying it now.
All right. I got the gist from the divorce papers, but what is it you want to say?
Divorce me, please. Just set me free.
Set you free? What exactly do you mean by that?
Kimmy is graduating from university today, right? And after the ceremony, she's heading straight to the apartment where she'll be living on her own, isn't she?
That's correct. And?
Kimmy becoming an independent adult means that my duties as a parent are complete. Now that she's moving out, there's nothing left for me to do, is there?
Well, I wouldn't say there's nothing left, but I'll agree it marks a major milestone.
Exactly. But when I thought about what comes next, working day in and day out just to support you as you grow older and frankly become an old hag, I couldn't help but feel this overwhelming sense of emptiness about my future.
You do realize you're getting older too, right?
This isn't about me. Look, I'll be blunt. The idea of spending the rest of my life alone with you, just the two of us, makes me feel completely deflated. I've had enough. I want to be free. I want to be released from all these obligations as a parent and a husband. In other words, Kimmy is moving out, so you can stop being a mother too. Just disappear from my life already.
Oh, really? Well, whether or not I stop being a mother is my decision to make, not yours.
That's exactly the kind of thing I'm talking about. I'm telling you, I've lost all interest in you. I don't care about an old hag who's completely useless to me.
Oh, I see. This must be about that cute young coworker you mentioned at your job. Well, feel free to get all excited about her, but let me tell you, it's definitely a delusion. You're just making a fool of yourself, and you should consider both her feelings and your age before getting carried away.
I'm not saying I'm planning to do anything with her.
Really?
Just divorce me already and get out.
All right. Honestly, I've been thinking about divorcing you for a long time now because of these exact behaviors of yours.
Wait, what?
Oh, and by the way, the moving company will be here in about 5 minutes.
5 minutes? What do you mean 5 minutes?
Well, while we've been having this little chat, I got a notification from the movers saying they're almost here. It's late, so there's a surcharge for the nighttime service, but they were willing to accommodate my request. I wanted to get this over with as soon as possible, so I scheduled it for tonight.
Wait, what?
Thanks for everything up until now.
Hold on, are you saying you've already packed up and prepared to move out?
Oh, and thanks for the divorce papers, too. You saved me the trouble of having to prepare them myself. I'll drop them off at the city office's night reception desk before the end of the day.
Wait a second!
Oh, one more thing. This is important.
What is it?
This house is set to be demolished.
What? What are you talking about? You didn't even consult me about this? How can the owner decide something like that without my approval?
Excuse me, what are you even saying? The landlord is my brother, remember?
Wait, what?
Do I need to remind you? For the past 20 years, my brother let us rent this place at a ridiculously low rate. It was sitting vacant while his family was overseas for an extended period. He figured it would be better for someone to live in it than let it go to waste.
Oh, right.
Now that my brother's family's wrapping up their time abroad and coming back to the U.S., they've decided to rebuild the house. It's old and in poor condition, so it's time to tear it down. The rental agreement ends at the end of next month.
What the hell?
Anyway, the movers are here now. Bye.
Wait, what's going on? What am I supposed to do now?
Mom, the karaoke competition is over, so I'm about to hop in a taxi and head to my new place.
All right, well, be careful on your way.
By the way, during karaoke, Dad kept calling me over and over. The number of missed calls was insane.
You didn't pick up?
I was too busy singing to even notice. Oh, and he sent a text message at the end. He was like, "Your mom left. She's going to divorce me. Help me."
Oh my. The nerve of him, especially after handing me the divorce papers himself. Unbelievable.
Anyway, I did leave him on red and didn't reply.
Good call. Oh, just so you know, the divorce papers have already been submitted to the night reception desk at City Hall.
Got it.
All right, I'm going to start unpacking the basics.
You've already finished moving all your stuff?
Yes, I tried to minimize my belongings, and since it's only a 20-minute drive from the old house, it didn't take long.
Gotcha. Well, I'll see you later then.
All right, be safe.
Hey, Sienna, why haven't you come over yet?
Oh, it's been 2 months. What do you want?
I gave you my new address, didn't I?
Oh, that. You mean the random address you sent me about a month ago? Honestly, I wasn't sure what you were trying to achieve with that. So what exactly was the point?
Why haven't you come to do the housework?
Excuse me? Housework? Who's doing whose housework here?
Who else? You're supposed to do my housework, of course. Housework is a woman's job. My mom's in a nursing home, so there's no one else but you to handle it.
Are you even listening to yourself right now?
Unbelievable. You really don't get it, do you? We were married for 23 years. Even though I had to constantly criticize you for your incompetence, you still managed somehow. And now, just because we're divorced, you've suddenly forgotten everything? I'll retrain you if I have to. Starting tomorrow, I expect you here every day.
Wow. Are you feeling okay, like mentally?
What?
Asking your ex-wife, an entirely unrelated person now, to come do housework for your home? Do you hear how ridiculous that sounds?
What are you talking about?
And retrain me? Oh, that's one of the most disrespectful things I've ever heard. Let me remind you, when we were married, despite us both working full-time jobs, you dumped all the housework and childcare on me while you sat back and criticized everything I did. You were the textbook definition of all talk, no action. And you think you were in any position to critique me?
Who are you calling useless? I told you before, housework is a woman's job.
Well, even if that's your twisted belief, you don't go asking a stranger to do your housework, do you?
But you're not a stranger. You were my wife.
Was your wife, past tense. Now I'm your ex-wife, which makes me just another person in the world. If a stranger is going to do housework for you, it's usually because they're a professional housekeeper or part of a cleaning service. That's literally their job. And let me make this crystal clear. I am neither your housekeeper nor your servant. I have no obligation or intention to do anything for you.
Fine. If that's the way it's gonna be, I'll just ask Kimmy instead. As her father, I'll tell her it's part of her training to be a proper wife someday. She'll jump at the opportunity, thinking it's a good life lesson.
Yeah, good luck with that. I wouldn't get my hopes up if I were you.
Kimmy, I have a favor to ask.
No.
Ah! Wait, hold on. I haven't even finished saying anything yet.
I'm guessing it's something like, as my daughter, you should come over and help me with housework, right? But that's impossible.
Why is that?
Well, since Mom isn't here anymore, the only person who can do the housework is me, your daughter. But it's your responsibility. Why don't you just take care of it yourself?
No, housework is a woman's job. It's simple, really.
Wait, what? What do you mean by that? Are you really saying that housework is only for women?
Listen, one day you'll get married, and when you do, you don't want your husband to think you can't even handle basic housework, right? That's why you need to learn it now. It's your responsibility, and you should take it seriously.
I already know how to do it just fine. You don't have to tell me what to do.
Oh, really? If that's the case, then starting tomorrow, I expect you to come over and handle the housework. That shouldn't be a problem, right?
I'm saying no. Do you even remember that I'm an adult now and have my own life to take care of?
It's not that big of a deal. You could just swing by after work, do a bit of cleaning, prepare a meal for me. The apartment I'm living in now is just one bedroom and the dining room and kitchen, so it's smaller and easier to clean. Plus, cooking for just me won't take that long, and it's not nearly as difficult as when we lived in a big house before.
If you think it's so easy, then why don't you do it yourself?
Well, that's because I don't have time for it. And besides, it's not as easy as you think.
And yet you think I should just drop everything and help you? It's physically impossible.
Physically impossible? What do you mean by that?
The thing is, the company's new employee training is almost over, and I've been assigned to a branch office in a completely different region. So I'm going to be moving far away soon.
Wait, didn't you just start living alone in that apartment near your work?
That was only temporary. The company provided it for me as an accommodation during my training period. But now that my placement's been finalized, I'll be moving to a different city.
So, you're moving even farther away now?
Yes, that's right. And just so you know, I'm bringing Mom with me too.
What? Why are you taking Mom with you?
Well, Mom's job is working as a handmade artist, which means she can work from home. And since she's single now, she doesn't have to worry about finding a place to live, so it's easy for her to move. Plus, she doesn't mind at all.
I don't get it. Why does she have to go with you?
The main reason is that I don't want to be bothered by Dad asking me to get remarried or pressuring me to take care of him. It's easier to just take Mom along with me. That way I won't have to deal with any of his nonsense.
Wait a minute. No, that's not what I was saying.
Oh, so I'm right, huh?
No, that's not what I meant.
Anyway, we've made up our minds. We're not going to take care of you anymore. We've had enough of you, especially since you don't even appreciate the value of having someone to help with the housework. Neither Mom nor I will lift a finger for you anymore.
Kimmy! But at least, could you please help me out and clean up my place a bit? I don't even know how to take out the trash, and the place is such a mess that you can't even see the floor anymore.
Maybe you should just drown in your own pigsty forever. Goodbye.
It seems that my ex-husband's deeply ingrained belief that housework is a woman's job hasn't changed at all, even after our divorce. From what I've heard from a colleague of my ex-husband, someone I personally know well, it seems he's become quite unbearable. Apparently he's developed an odor that's hard to ignore. Whether it's because he hasn't been doing his laundry or if it's just his natural body odor due to aging, the result is the same. When you get too close to him, the stench is overwhelming. He apparently smells terrible, and it's gotten so bad that even his coworkers have started to notice. But that's not even the worst of it. It seems that he approached a young and beautiful female employee at his office with an inappropriate proposal. He tried to get her to become his housekeeper, thinking that she would take on the household responsibilities he was too lazy to manage. He persistently tried to pursue her, and this situation escalated into a huge issue at the company. The story that was shared with me went something like this. When his supervisor addressed the issue, my ex-husband's response was to blame his inability to keep his house in order on the fact that there was no one to do the laundry and no one to take out the trash. His supervisor, a man himself, was apparently taken aback by my ex-husband's comments. He looked at him with a stunned expression and said, "Why don't you do it yourself?" This reaction seemed to leave my ex-husband dumbfounded. He couldn't comprehend why anyone would think he was capable of doing these things himself. But the truth is, he never had to do them while we were married because he always expected me to take care of everything. As the situation at his job continued to unravel, it became apparent that my ex-husband's inability to adapt and learn how to take care of himself was becoming a serious problem, both at work and in his personal life. He had a long history of neglecting his responsibilities, and now this same neglect was affecting his professional reputation. His behavior, combined with a series of repeated mistakes, led to him being demoted and having his salary reduced. Word has started to spread that my ex-husband is now facing a recommendation for retirement, or, at the very least, a forced resignation. I have no idea how true those rumors are, but if they are, I can't say I'm too surprised. This is a man who has never truly grown up or taken responsibility for his actions. Instead of taking the initiative to learn new skills or adapt to his circumstances, he's always preferred to live in a fantasy where women, like myself, would just take care of everything for him. His inability to change or even to acknowledge that he has to take responsibility for his own life has led him to this point. I can't help but think that this is the outcome he deserves, though part of me is also slightly amused by how he's handling it. He seems so completely unaware of the reality of his situation. For someone who always wanted to appear as if he had everything under control, it's rather amusing to see him fail in such spectacular fashion. The man who used to criticize me for not doing enough in our marriage is now being confronted with the consequences of his actions, and it's clear he has no idea how to fix it. The whole situation has caused me to reflect on just how much he took me, and others, for granted during our marriage. His sense of entitlement, particularly towards household chores, was beyond belief. It wasn't just about laundry or cooking, it was about his expectation that I should shoulder all of the responsibilities that came with managing our home, without any real recognition of the hard work that went into it. He would always say that housework was a woman's job, as though that somehow justified his complete refusal to lift a finger. And even after everything that happened between us, he still seems to think this attitude is acceptable. But now, in his new predicament, he has no choice but to face the consequences of his outdated thinking. He's made mistakes at work, alienated people around him, and lost the respect of his peers, all because of his refusal to change. The reality he's been living in has finally caught up to him, and he's unable to adapt. He's so entrenched in his way of thinking that he doesn't even realize how ridiculous he looks to others. For someone who used to insist that he was right about everything, this is a significant blow to his ego. In some ways, it almost feels like poetic justice. He's always viewed himself as superior to those around him, especially me, simply because of his gender. Yet now he's the one facing ridicule and personal failure, while I'm moving on with my life. It's strange, though, because even though I've been through a lot because of him, I don't feel any sympathy for him now. If anything, I find myself feeling a sense of relief that I'm no longer involved in his mess. But what really gets to me is the fact that he still hasn't learned anything. His entire world seems to revolve around his own comfort, and he expects others to do the work for him. He never realized that in order to function in the world, you have to be self-sufficient. He's always depended on others to take care of him, whether it was his mother, his wife, or now some unsuspecting woman at his office. And when that support is pulled away, he has no idea how to cope. What's even more shocking is that even after all of this, he still can't understand why people are upset with him. His sense of entitlement has not waned. He hasn't stopped thinking that it's someone else's job to clean up his mess. This is the same man who for years would criticize me for the smallest things while never once lifting a finger to help. Now that he's on his own, he's unable to take care of the most basic tasks, and that's what led to the collapse of his career. As for me, I've moved on from all of this. I have no intention of helping him, nor do I feel any need to. I've been through enough, and he has made it clear that he is incapable of change. He's going to have to deal with the fallout on his own, and I won't be there to pick up the pieces. In the end, it's hard to feel sorry for someone who never took responsibility for their own actions. He had a chance to make things right, but he chose not to, and now he faces the consequences. I can only watch from the sidelines. It's his problem now, not mine, and I plan to keep it that way.
Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hey, hurry up and get dinner ready. And you haven't done the laundry either.
Xander, I'm on my way home from work right now. I told you I had to stay late because of overtime, remember?
Don't give me excuses. You weren't even home when I got back from work. You're failing as a wife. I've already told you if you don't shape up, I'm going to divorce you.
Even if you say that.
Don't start making excuses again.
I'm working too, you know. It would be nice if you considered splitting the household chores.
I told you to stop with the excuses.
I'm sorry.
Do you think apologizing is gonna fix anything? Do you actually want me to divorce you?
Yes, that would be fine. In fact, I already filed for divorce.
What?
I just came back from the city office where I submitted the divorce papers to the after-hours reception. I have no intention of returning home. That's why I packed my things before heading to work today.
Wait, what? Hey, hold on a second. You need divorce papers to get divorced.
About that, do I even need to ask where the divorce papers are? How many times have you thrown signed divorce papers in my face screaming about divorcing me? It's been countless, right?
I only did that to motivate you, to make you a better wife. I didn't mean it for real.
Well, looking at the massive stack of divorce papers you've shoved at me over the years, anyone would think you were pretty serious about it. It's a little hard to see it any other way.
But I told you it wasn't like that.
Anyway, the papers have been submitted and we are now officially no longer married. As for the things I left behind at your place, I don't need them anymore. Feel free to throw them away.
You even moved your stuff out already? Damn it, I'm gonna sue you for damages. How about that?
Huh?
Do you know how much I'll make you pay in compensation? Hundreds, maybe.
If we're talking about compensation, you'll probably be hearing from my lawyer soon. Please look forward to it.
What? Why the lawyer?
Well then, goodbye.
Hey, Bethany! What's this about a certified letter showing up talking about alimony? What the hell is going on?
If you got the certified mail, you should know what it's about.
I didn't do anything that'd make me owe you alimony. This is insane!
Have you actually read the documents I sent you?
Something about me cheating, right? That's nonsense. You've got no proof, so stop trying to scare me. You're just doing this because you're panicking over how you'll get by now that we're divorced and you want a lump sum. Well, I'm not falling for it. You can forget it.
Xander, don't you realize that the very fact a professional lawyer is involved means there's already proof of your infidelity?
What?
I have enough evidence to make a strong case, which is why my lawyer agreed to take it on. Unlike certain people who throw around threats of alimony without any basis, my case actually holds up. You didn't think things through, did you?
You can't be serious.
Oh, and another thing, my financial situation is fine, thank you very much. I wasn't struggling to make ends meet. In fact, I was earning more than you were.
What?
Yep. So no, I don't need your money to survive. But I do expect you to pay the alimony that you owe, and let me be clear, I will only accept a lump sum payment. No installments or dragging it out.
Bethany, I need to talk to you about something.
What is it? I've already received the full amount of the alimony, and we're not exactly on terms where you can just casually ask me for advice. Honestly, I'm planning to block you any moment now. So I'd rather you stop contacting me altogether.
Well, actually, I was wondering if you could, temporarily return the alimony.
What? Do you even understand what alimony is? You want me to return it? Seriously?
You see, the thing is...
The thing is what?
I got hit with another alimony demand from Avery, too.
Oh, Avery. Right, your mistress. The one you started dating after you lied about being single. She's the wealthy girl, isn't she?
I mean, we loved each other so much, but now she's suddenly demanding alimony to break up? It doesn't make sense.
You can't actually be saying that, right? Like, are you seriously pulling this poor misunderstood guy act right now? You've got to be kidding me.
Huh?
I mean, let's be real here. You do realize you could have been slapped with a lawsuit for marriage fraud, right? What are you even talking about, acting like the victim in this?
Marriage fraud? What are you even talking about? I didn't commit any fraud.
You don't even see it, do you? You are such a disaster. You lied to her, pretended you were single, and started a relationship with her. If money or any kind of marriage arrangement has gotten involved, this would have been a whole different legal mess. You should be thankful you're only dealing with alimony.
Are you serious? But how? How did Avery even find out that I was married? I mean, right after I paid you the alimony, she hit me with her own demand out of nowhere. This is crazy. I'm almost out of money, and now I don't even know if I'll have enough to cover my living expenses. If this keeps up, I'll not only run out of savings, but I might end up in debt. It's insane.
You really are hopelessly stupid.
What did you just say?
Did you seriously not get it? Did it never cross your mind that maybe, just maybe, Avery and I coordinated this? That we were in contact?
What?
You didn't even consider that, huh? Of course not. Well, let me fill you in on something you seem to have missed. The reason I found out about your affair with Avery in the first place was because her parents reached out to me.
Her parents? Wait, what do they have to do with this?
Yeah, it turns out that when you're dating the daughter of a prominent wealthy family, they tend to do their homework. It's not like they're just going to let anyone date their daughter. So they dug into your background and found out that, surprise, you were married. And once they knew, they contacted me directly. They told me everything, with proof, by the way. They even said, your husband is cheating on you and pretending to be single. He's deceiving our daughter. They had all the receipts, Xander.
Wait, what? Are you telling me her parents got involved in this too?
Of course they did. She's their daughter. They care about her. They were the ones who did the digging and figured out the truth. They weren't about to let their little girl get played by a two-timing jerk like you. And once they knew, they made sure I knew too, with every single detail laid out clearly.
I can't believe this! So that's how all this happened?
Yep. They reached out to me first, and then they let Avery in on the truth once they knew I was taking action. The reason her alimony demand came after mine was just because they prioritized making sure I was okay first. Honestly, I think they were being pretty considerate.
So you're telling me I got double-teamed by you and Avery's family?
Exactly, and I'm sure if things had gone a little differently, if they hadn't found out when they did, you'd be facing much worse than just alimony payments from both sides.
This is unbelievable!
It's actually completely believable. You dug your own grave, Xander. Now you get to lie in it.
But what am I supposed to do now? I'm completely screwed. I don't have enough to pay Avery's alimony on top of everything else. I'm running out of options here.
Well, that sounds like your problem now. I've done my part, and frankly, I couldn't care less what happens to you. You're the one who created this mess, so you're the one who has to deal with the consequences. Good luck with that. You're going to need it.
Bethany, please, isn't there anything you can do to help me out? Just this once?
Not a chance. You made your bed, and now you're going to sleep in it. Have a nice life.
I've ended up in debt, and now it's out that Avery is the daughter of a client company's president. I can't even stay at my job anymore. I have to quit. Even my mom disowned me after finding out the whole story. It's just been the two of us, me and my mom, this whole time, since I grew up in a single-parent household.
Annoying. I just finished work, and I'm finally getting a moment to relax. I don't want to see your whiny messages. Actually, scratch that. I don't want any messages from you ever.
But
I was thinking of watching your behavior for a bit before blocking you, but you know what? Forget it. You're irritating, and honestly, you're just a hassle to deal with.
I'm worried about my mom. I care about her.
What?
You and my mom used to get along, right? That's why I want to ask for your advice.
Advice, huh?
My dad passed away when I was 22, and all my grandparents are gone too. If my mom disowns me, she'll be all alone. It'll be just her from now on, living in loneliness.
Hold on, did your mom disown you without telling you anything?
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, your mom, she got married to a man she's been dating for the last 3 years. He's the same age as her.
What?
What are you trying to say? Calm down. Jeez, it's not that hard to type married, is it?
Wait, married? My mom is married? What do you mean?
Yeah, she got married. And since you clearly don't know, your mom's already planning for the future. Once she retires, she and her husband are moving into a retirement home together. They've already started preparing for that life.
They've already decided all that? And wait, why do you know all this? I'm her son. She never told me anything.
Well, she and I had plenty of conversations about love and relationships, woman-to-woman stuff. She probably told me first because of that, but you? She probably didn't get a chance to tell you because right when she was going to, she found out what you'd done.
What I done?
Let's see, you betrayed me, your wife, by cheating, and then you lied to your mistress, Avery, and told her you were single. When your mom found out about all this, she was absolutely devastated. She cried, apologized to me and Avery over and over again.
Mom cried?
Yeah, your mom's new boyfriend, her husband, was really concerned about her and tried his best to cheer her up. They ended up rushing their wedding because of the emotional toll it all took on her.
So, am I the only one left alone in all of this? Bethany! Finally, I'm back! Sorry to keep you waiting.
Who is this?
Your husband!
My husband? The phone number doesn't match the one of my fiancé.
It's me, Xander!
What?
Yeah, I know the number's different. That's because I had to change it.
I had you blocked. You actually went out of your way to change your number just to contact me? That is really creepy.
Yeah, the number's different because I couldn't afford my phone bill for a while, so it got cut off. But guess what? I finally finished paying off all my debts. That means I could get a new phone and sign a fresh contract.
Wow. So you finally managed to pay everything off? How commendable.
Yeah, I've been working like crazy to fill the void, you know? Being all alone, it's tough. It's only been a few years, but it felt like an eternity.
So, let me get this straight. You're saying that you got a new phone and that's why your number's different?
Exactly, and I'll make sure you save this number in your contacts, all right?
I'd rather not.
Oh, come on, don't be like that. I get how you're feeling.
My feelings? What are you talking about?
I heard you're still single. You know what that means, right?
And what exactly does that mean?
It means, I knew it, you've been waiting for me all this time. It's got me really emotional, honestly, so I've got the marriage papers ready. Let's fill them out and submit them to the city office today. Then we can finally start living together.
Huh?
By the way, where are you living now? I'll come right over.
As if I'd tell you.
Wait, why not? If you don't tell me, I can't come see you.
I don't want you to come.
What?
Sure, I am technically single at the moment, but I am living with my fiancé.
What?
Yeah, he's nothing like you. He's kind, considerate, and he helped me heal after everything you put me through. I don't need you. He's the one I'm going to marry.
You've got to be kidding me. No way, this can't be real. Tell me you're lying.
You are so annoying.
What?
Maybe it's time I consider changing my phone number too.
Bethany!
For now, I'm just going to block you again. Bye.
Bethany!
Several years have passed since all that chaos unfolded, and just when I thought I had completely left that part of my life behind, something absolutely absurd happened. Fortunately, I now find myself living in a different region, having moved away with my family to start anew. We've settled into a completely new area where we have no previous connections, so I don't have to worry about anyone from my past unexpectedly showing up at my doorstep. This gives me a great sense of relief, knowing that I've severed all ties to that old life filled with drama and heartache. As time passed, I assumed that my ex-husband Xander had finally given up on trying to rekindle our relationship. After everything that happened between us, it seemed evident there was no point in pursuing a reconciliation, especially considering the mess he had created. I thought I wouldn't hear about him again after I moved away, but, of course, it seems that drama follows him like a shadow. Now there's an unexpected twist in his chaotic saga. It turns out that after he realized getting back together with me was hopeless, he set his sights on Avery, the woman he cheated on me with. One might assume that after everything he put me through, he would learn from his mistakes and find a sensible way to move on. But no, Xander doesn't do sensible. Instead, he decided to pay an unannounced visit to Avery's residence, which happens to be a high-end apartment tower, a place with impressive security features. You would think that gaining access to such a location would be challenging, especially for someone with no legitimate business being there. But somehow Xander, in his usual reckless fashion, managed to bypass all security measures. I can only guess how he managed to pull that off. Maybe he sweet-talked the security personnel, or perhaps he simply got lucky. Regardless, he found his way to what he believed was Avery's apartment, and there he made an absolute fool of himself by professing his love for her. But instead of finding Avery waiting for him, he was met with a different reality. Avery had already moved out. When the door finally opened, the person who greeted him wasn't the woman he was desperately seeking, but a small, unassuming man who had no idea what was going on. This new tenant had probably been enjoying a quiet day at home when Xander's antics interrupted his peace. Instead of stepping back and realizing that Avery had moved on, both physically and emotionally, Xander jumped to the ludicrous conclusion that this man must be Avery's new boyfriend. Fueled by jealousy and desperation, he lost all sense of control. He didn't just confront this stranger, he exploded in a fit of rage, yelling and causing a huge commotion in the hallway. His irrational behavior escalated quickly, resulting in him attacking not just the man, but also the apartment itself. In his blind fury, he destroyed several pieces of valuable furniture and exquisite decor, some of which were worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. By the time the building security team finally responded, it was too late. The damage had already been done. They escorted Xander out of the building, but not without serious repercussions. The new resident was not going to let this incident slide without taking action. He pressed charges, and on top of that, Xander faced a hefty bill for all the destruction he had caused. The cost of repair and compensation mounted up to a staggering amount, one that was far beyond Xander's financial capabilities. And just like that, Xander found himself falling back into the dark pit of debt that he had only recently managed to escape. After putting in so much effort to pay off his previous obligations, he was right back at square one, now burdened with even more loans and financial troubles than before. His reckless attempt to win Avery back had not only failed spectacularly, but it also landed him in a far worse situation than he had been in during our tumultuous marriage. As for Avery, well, she likely never even found out about Xander's ridiculous outburst. She had already moved on, both in terms of her physical location and her emotional state. I can only imagine that she's now living her best life, far away from all the chaos that Xander tried to drag her into. And me? I'm grateful to be distanced from that entire mess. It feels like I'm watching a poorly scripted drama unfold from a safe distance, utterly astonished that I was once part of the same narrative. Honestly, Xander's downfall is a never-ending cycle of his own making. He has yet to learn how to take responsibility for his actions. Instead, he continues to shift the blame onto others, dragging everyone else down with him in the process. But at some point, you have to realize that your choices have consequences, and those consequences don't simply vanish because you wish them to. It's a tough lesson that Xander has failed to grasp, and from the looks of it, he will keep repeating the same mistakes until he finally does. For me, I've found happiness and stability in my new life. Moving away was undoubtedly one of the best decisions I have ever made, and I feel liberated having all that drama behind me. I found peace in my new environment, where Xander's presence is nothing more than a fading memory. His rage and desperation can no longer reach me, and that's a liberating feeling. In the end, I don't feel pity for Xander. After all he put me through and all the turmoil he created for others, this kind of outcome seemed inevitable. His ability to move on, his reckless actions, and his refusal to take accountability have led him right back to the dark place he has always tried to escape. And maybe that's where he'll remain unless he finally decides to change his ways. But for now, that's his burden to carry, not mine. As I reflect on everything that's happened, I can't help but feel a sense of relief wash over me. I've turned the page on that chapter of my life and stepped into a new one where I am free from Xander's toxicity. I'm no longer weighed down by his actions or the consequences of our past. I have the opportunity to build my own future, and I am determined to make the most of it. Now, I wake up every day feeling grateful for my life. I'm surrounded by people who support me, and I'm focused on my goals and dreams. I've learned to appreciate the simple things, like enjoying a quiet morning with a cup of coffee, taking a stroll in the park, and spending quality time with loved ones. My life is filled with positive experiences that I never thought I would have again after everything I went through with Xander. Even though I occasionally hear stories about his misadventures, I find myself laughing rather than feeling any anger or sadness. It's almost comical how his life has spiraled out of control, all due to his own choices. The absurdity of it all brings a smile to my face, and I'm finally in a place where I can appreciate the irony of my past, knowing that I've moved beyond it. So, while Xander may continue to wallow in his own mistakes, I'll be here, living my life to the fullest and cherishing every moment of my newfound freedom. I've closed the door on that chaotic chapter, and I have no intention of looking back.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.